You're tuned into another episode of Bread Before Bed.
On tonight's episode of Bread Before Bed, we are in Genesis, the 23rd chapter, and it saddens my heart because the subtitle to this chapter is Abraham Buries Sarah. I know, it's so sad that we are losing Sarah in this chapter. Let us begin. It reads, "And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. And Sarah died in Kirjath Arba. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. And Abraham stood up from before his dead and spake unto the sons of Heth, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my Lord, thou art a mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead." I just want to talk about the unexpected. How when you grow up and get older, when y'all grow up, y'all expect for y'all parents to be with y'all as y'all grow, as y'all mature, right? But sometimes it don't work out like that for people. Just like Sarah, Isaac didn't imagine that his mom would be gone, that his mom wouldn't get the opportunity to see his kids, right? She didn't think while she was living her life that she wouldn't get the opportunity to see her grandkids. That's why we have to cherish every moment and live for the moment. That's why I try to teach y'all as much as I can and love on y'all as much as I can while I can, because we don't know when our time would be over with. One of us could get in a car accident today, you know what I'm saying, and just be gone. So we can't take life for granted. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he communed with them, saying, If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me and entreat me to Ephron, the son of Zohar, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is in the end of his field. For as much money as it is worth, he shall give it for a possession of a burying place among you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, of all that went in at the gate of the city, saying, Nay, Lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave is therein. I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people, give it I to thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed himself before the people of the land. And he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for thy field. Take it of me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto them, My Lord, hearken unto me, the land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between me and thee? Bury thy dead there. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field, and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were wherein the field, that were in all the borders around it, were made sure unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the children of Heth, before all that went in the gate of the city. And after this buried Sarai, his wife, in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre, the same which is in Hebron in the land of Canaan. And the field and the cave that therein were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. So I know that chapter was a little confusing with a little bit of back and forth going on. But what basically happens in the Jewish culture is that I'll be like, hey, I like your shoes. Can I buy those? And you'll show hospitality. You'll be like, nah, you're a good man. You can have them for free, right? But it'll be rude if I say, okay, thank you, give them to me. What the Jewish people really expect you to do is to haggle with them or negotiate. You'll be like, nah, I can't take them for free. I'll give you $100. And they'll be like, no. You don't have to give me $100. Give me 90. And you'll be like, nah. And they want to go back and forth like that. But what I want you to understand is when the person started off with his price, he said, give me 400 shekels. That was way too high for that piece of property. But what Abraham did is he overpaid for the property. And the Bible says he did it in front of all of the children of Heth, and the whole city was there. So he wanted them to witness. He wanted the whole city to witness that he not only paid for it, but he paid more than he was supposed to, so that when push came to shove and all of his children like Isaac and all of them wanted to bury their dead there, everybody would have it documented that, oh, Abraham not only bought this land, but he paid much more than it was worth and everything. Something else that I want to point out that the Bible doesn't necessarily talk about is how we have to function in brokenness, right? One thing about it is it doesn't talk about the emotional state of Abraham. It only shows you how he just kept going, and he began to put things in position to bury his wife. But it doesn't talk about how he must have been feeling having to lose his wife. They were 100 and something years old together. You get what I'm saying? Like, they haven't just got together and was together for a short period of time. This is somebody who he grew in relationship with, somebody who he bonded with. It was his helpmate, his partner, and he lost her. And he had to not only cope with the grieving over his wife, but he had to proceed on to take care of his responsibilities, because he was the head of his family. He had to hold his head up and make arrangements. He had to hold his head up and continue to make sure that his son Isaac was okay and everybody that was up under him. One thing that all of us will do naturally is die. So we can't shy away from talking about death. One day I'll die, one day you'll die, and one day you'll die. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that we can do is be prepared for it naturally, spiritually, and emotionally. One thing about me is if I die, I don't want y'all to cry. I actually want y'all to celebrate. I want y'all to throw a praise party because y'all know that I've surrendered my life to Jesus Christ. So when I die, I'm going to heaven to be with God. The people that you need to be sad for when they die is the people that haven't accepted Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, because those people will be separated from God forever and they won't go to heaven. A lot of times we act as if everybody is going to heaven, and we say that the people that have died that are in our family and that are our friends, that they have gone on to be in a better place. And that is not always true, because if they haven't accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, they will not be in heaven with God.
And that concludes another episode of Bread Before Bed.